The man who's running second in the great race for 1987 is, of course, Win Percy, carrying our Bob Jane T-Mart's race cam. Well, Win, I reckon on Friday you had no idea that you'd be running second today.
No, I think the guys at the technical college did an unbelievable job of the car. I mean, it really was very extensively damaged. And here we are in a competitive car. Fantastic.
How competitive is the car compared to the hot laps you had on Friday?
Well, if anything, I think it's settled down. I'm not used to the power steering that Allan has on this car, and I must admit it took me a couple of days to really feel it home. And then when I thought I was at home, of course, I went and stuffed it, which was fantastic.
Coming down at the bottom into the main straight again, and of course the pace car being out, a lot of drivers fell into a trap there when they weren't quite sure, I don't think, of how the regulations applied.
No, I think you're right. I was waiting to complete at least one lap after the pace car had put its lights out, which is customary. But suddenly the green flags appeared at the top of the hill, and I'm afraid I was told to go for it.
Well, as Grice says, green means go.
He's bloody right.
OK, we'll let you go. Thanks, Win, for the brief chat. We'll come back to you later.
Thank you.
Win Percy, a gentleman. Meanwhile, the second Brock Commodore.
The only surviving car, and Brock, is it? Yes, Peter Brock getting into the car. Let's go down to the pits. There's the action as they strap Brock in. Of course, the 05 Commodore out of action, as I mentioned just a few moments ago. We've seen this before, haven't we?
We certainly have. I remember Phil Brock standing in the pits waiting to take over his ride in the second car. Then brother had to step in and say, park it, I'm going racing.
Brock says, I'm ready.
And he's off, Peter Brock. So the 8 times James Hardy winner rejoins the field.
He was in 6th place when he went into the pits, and I don't think he'd have lost that much ground there.
We'll have that for you shortly. That's good to see. Brocky is back out on the racetrack, and he will leave in 10th place. Let's recap the positions.